Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name. Today we're talking eggs. That's right, monster eggs. We are going to be talking about how to farm them, basically where to get them, what map I use, and then how to re-roll them, and basically so you don't have to run around looking for eggs. Why would you want to get eggs? The main reason is because there is a lot of egg exclusive monsters. I believe I'm looking at a list right now of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 15, something like that. I'm not counting up to 15. Are you crazy? I could have already done it, but instead I decided to rant. So most of this information I'm getting is from Game 8. I already knew kind of where I wanted to farm eggs from, but it turns out also, as Game 8 clearly points out, it is the best spot. So that part's a little bit obvious. But as far as the process, this is something that I did not figure out on my own. I used assistants to kind of help me because I want to be efficient. Anyway, let's go. First thing you're going to do is choose the map. What map do I recommend? I recommend the upper echelon of Circle of Caprice. If you're not this far into the game, you probably don't need to be farming eggs anyway. Not telling you what you can and can't do, but it's not like a vital early game part of the game. You could easily do it once you get to the upper echelon. So I'm going to go to Amon's Sanctum. And the reason this map is so good, so first you go into the map that you want to farm. And we're going to go in here and we are going to collect all of the eggs that we could find. Basically kind of clear it out, reset it. Now this is the one time I'm kind of hoping to not find things that I actually want, because I don't want to have to like save and go to my box and stuff. But the reason this area is so good is because you could look how big this is, right? You could see from very far away there's an egg down there. There's really good visual clarity of the entire map area, right? There's a second egg. All right. And so where the exact egg locations are will be easier to find on Game 8. I don't actually know where the exact egg locations are. There's another egg, so we've already found 3. I believe there are 6 now with the update, with the patch that they released. Or maybe it's up to 6. But as far as the exact egg locations, it's possible that I'm going to miss a couple. But this is just, like, you don't need to memorize that well because this is so big, you know. And so sometimes there's one down there. And the one that could be a little sneaky is if you stand here and look down here. Sometimes there's one, here, I'll just show you. Sometimes there's one right down here. You can see it from this angle, but apparently, okay, let's just make it, the water's stopping me from dropping down. Come on, help me out. There we go. Sometimes there's one right there. Got it. So once you find the eggs, we're basically going to go around and we're going to get them. So give me a second. I'll just edit out the process. I'm just clear them all out. I'm gonna go with those 3 and assume that's all of them for now, just for the sake of this video. All right, for egg number 3, help me. What do we get? We're hoping for the silvers. That's what we want. It's probably another ethereal serpent. Okay, it's sea urchin. I do like that it's S-E-E urchin. I mean, I think that's kind of fun. The puns are crazy good in this game. All right, just go ahead and go into the box. We'll probably release them for, like, eggs, or not eggs, for seeds. So, all right, you cleared out the area of your eggs. What is step number 2? Step number 2 is you need to get into at least 10 battles. Now, you could do this part while you are fighting other stuff, basically, if you want to. You don't need to wait until the end to do it. However, I did, but I'm just going to cut to the end when I have all that done, and then I will see you guys in a minute to show you the next step. So, do 10 combats. 10 combats. Now, you might, this is something that we actually need to experiment with if you want to. I'm not going to take the time. You might be able to just scout, or you might be able to flee. I am just going to complete the combat. I am going to kill them, and then I will see you in 10 battles. Number 1. All right, so after you do all the fights, which actually... quick side note, turns out there's only as of the update, I probably read this in the patch notes and forgot about it, you apparently only have to do 1 fight from this point on. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a completely different map after we complete the fights, which now is only 1 fight, but it is very important. Even though you don't need to run around and do a bunch of fights, you do need to clear out all of the eggs. So there should be 6 around the area. So make sure you clear them all out, or I've had issues getting this to replicate and then able to work. So we're going to go here. We are going to turn off autosave. We want it off. That's just a pop-up letting us know that even online will still have saves enabled. All right, so we saved the game. Let me make sure I'm not missing a step because I've had issues replicating this today while recording this video. Pick it up, complete different circle saved, close the game out completely. So let's go ahead and close the game out completely. So after we save, let's go ahead and return to the title screen. You could also close the game out. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just close the game out. I'm pretty confident you could just return to title screen, but we're just gonna do it this way for the sake of doing everything as carefully as we can. So I'll summarize this at the end. I'm not exactly sure what footage is going to make it in and what footage isn't. I recorded about an hour worth, and this video is probably going to be 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes or something. But basically, I ran into an issue trying to get it to replicate. But like, because I did this whole thing before I did the video. I said, all right, I'm good to go. I got it to work perfectly. I went to record the video. I couldn't get it to work, but I think I nailed down what I was doing wrong. I'm pretty sure what I was doing wrong was I wasn't completely clearing out all the eggs in the previous, in the zone that I wanted to farm initially. When you first go in there, clear out all the eggs, get them all gone, then save, then close the game, basically. I think if you don't clear out all the eggs, it'll just kind of move them around, and then it'll kind of lock the same monsters in the same spots. I forgot that they bumped it from 3 to 6, or I just didn't know that it was necessary. There's an egg up there, but that's not what we're here for. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to teleport back. I do want to get that egg. Change the season. I don't think that's necessary, but I always hit the wrong button. Like, I hit that button, because I used to hit that button a lot when I was playing the game normally, but I just would then like, oh, oops, hit the other button. But now in the post game, that button does something, so it's really annoying now, but I'll learn to not do that. All right, so we're going to teleport back to Amon's Sanctum after we've saved the game, closed the game down, reopened the game, and now we are going to look for any whatnot egg that we could find. Just any egg. We're also going to do some quick badass grinding here. Come on, Sorrow, you got it. Yeah, there you go. Tony Hawkin. Tony Hawkin, more like Tony Talkin. All right, so let's take a look here. What can we see? There's no egg, no egg. There's an egg. All right, I think we'll be able to get there fastest by just jumping down. Oh, actually, here's an egg here. So there we go. Now that we've cleared them all out and we've got them all to respawn, we don't need to do our, we don't need to go collect them all and do the fights again. Now you just go here, you find an egg. You're like, dang, this is a white egg. Ah, it's an ethereal serpent. I already have a bunch of those, right? So you could close the game right now. I'm just going to wait till it's in my box. Why? It doesn't make a difference. I'm superstitious about this kind of thing since I've had issue. We're going to close the game. We're going to relaunch the game. Again, I think you can just return to title and do it because you already aren't in danger of messing it up because you don't have it saved in that zone. The main reason you turn off the autosave is so it doesn't save when you go into that zone because that will lock all the eggs. You'll reload and the eggs will have already spawned. So we're saving right before we get the eggs to spawn. And so the main reason you would do this, because you could also go farm the eggs, do a fight, move out, move back in, farm the eggs, do a fight. You could do it that way. But this way is specifically so you can avoid doing those fights, and you could just kind of go back and get, if you're trying to get one monster, you don't need to go around and look for the eggs. You could just find the one egg you really need. So this is a way to reroll eggs. But if it's true that they updated it so you only have to do one fight to respawn the eggs, like it looks like you did, then you might not need to reroll eggs. But it is still something that is an option, and I think it could save time if you're looking for very specific monsters. Like you just want one egg and you have a spawn spot you go to really close. But when you're trying to get like 6 or 7, then that's probably not going to be the best way. So let's go here. Who do we get? We got an ethereal serpent on the egg on the bottom floor. So we're going to jump back, see if the eggs are all in the same spots. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. I think it is just random. I mean, there's not infinite egg spawns. We didn't change the season this time. Don't think that's going to make a difference. There is an egg over there this time that I think we could just teleport to, but I kind of want to see if there's an egg down here as well. Egg there, and no egg there from what I see. So let's just go to the western altar, the eastern altar. Because I don't see the egg where we got it the last time, where we just jumped down. I think it was right there on the left. So we can see that the eggs have all kind of switched around. And then we'll do this one more time as well. So yeah, because there wasn't an egg up there either. So the eggs have all moved around. which means they've all been reset. So even if there was an egg in the same spot, it would be a different monster. But now I can look here, and this is going to be something I don't need. Game. This is what I need. This is the #1 monster I fucking need. This is the one I've been waiting on for the longest time. All right. We're saving it, all right? The point is, I'm not doing it again. I already did it once, and I got the one monster I needed, and then I got it to reroll once, and that's the reason you could reroll as well, right? It saves time if you're farming a specific monster like that. But we'll just come up here. Even if this is an ethereal serpent, it doesn't mean anything. But I'm just going to summarize it here. I wanted to give you kind of the lowdown of how to do it, how to farm eggs. The re-rolling is not as important, although ironically, it did take me the most amount of time. The how to re-farm eggs is the most important part of it. Like, if I would have pulled this guy, I would have reloaded. But step 1, go to the area you want to farm eggs. I recommend the upper Caprice because you could see eggs from very far away because of your really high elevation. Then you clear out all the eggs. Run around, make sure you get every single egg. You know, there should be 6. There should be 6. After the patch, they updated it to 6. Okay, I'm going to say it again, 6. Not 5. Not 3. It used to be 3, so that's where I was messing up. I was only getting 3 eggs, thinking that was all of them. So get all the eggs. Then you're going to do 1 fight. It used to be 10 fights, but apparently after the patch, it's now only 1 fight, which seems to be the case, because that's what I did here for you guys. Then, after you do the fight, you are going to go to a totally different echelon. A different echelon, I would go to a whole different, not even a different echelon, I'd go to a different circle. Different echelon in a different circle. Just like a Circle of Indulgence, Honey Gush Geyser. You know, just go there, save the game, turn off autosave, close the game out. Hey, nice. Reload the game. Then, after you reload the game, teleport back here, look for the first egg. You could either look for the first egg, see if it's the monster you want. If not, reload and go find one more egg again, teleport back, do an egg. Or you could just keep going and doing it. If you don't care about the re-rolling, all you have to do is collect all the eggs, get into a fight, teleport out, teleport back in, and then do that again and again. If you just want massive amounts of eggs. But if you're farming for specific things, you're going to want to do the re-roll aspect of it. So hopefully that all made sense. I'm going to have to piece together some of this footage, but that is the summary of exactly what you got to do. I will do my best to shorten this video as much as possible, as again, I have like an hour of footage from attempts and stuff like that and errors, but I will just make it clear and concise exactly what you need to do. And I did get it all on camera eventually, so that's good. I did show that it re-rolled, and the only reason I'm not re-rolling it again is because I need that monster. And in fact, don't forget, if you're like me and your game crashes all the time, to turn back on autosave. And then teleport out of here so your game saves. There we go. We're even going to kill a King Metal Slime. All right, guys, thank you very much. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. See you on the flip-flops. Bye.